So in this video, we're going to go over exactly how those will help you apply yourself to technical analysis. So to start off, we'll start with this PDF that was created. Here in this section, we have what is a candlestick. So a candlestick is a visual representation of the price movement on the chart, right? So looking at these candlesticks, this is what they look like. Alongside that, if we look at our chart here, this is what your normal graph would look like. So first off, in order to understand candlesticks, you're going to have to understand where do they open and where do they close. So a candlestick can be green or red, or as we say in the stock market, bullish or bearish. If a bullish candlestick is on your chart, you have the open, which is at the bottom, the close, which is at the top, and then the middle is called the body, and then you have the tail, which is called the wick. We talk about candlesticks being the visual representation of price movement, meaning when you go to a chart and you're looking at these candlesticks, we'll use this area as an example. These candlesticks start from a particular time and they represent the time frame that you're on. So at the top of this chart here, you'll see the stock on the left-hand corner. You'll see the time frame, and you can change that time frame. So depending on the time frame you have is dependent on how those candles will close, right? So here we're on the 1 hour chart. So every candle represents 1 hour of time. If we were to move this to a 5-minute chart per se, this same candle will represent 5 minutes of time. So if you think about that, it's going to take a certain amount of candles. For example, on the 10-minute, it's going to take 10 minutes for the candle to close and open. So if we're looking at the hourly chart, 60 minutes is what it's going to take, right? So 10-minute candles, we're going to have 6 of them in order to close an hourly candle. In that scenario, when we're using price or price action is what we call it, the movement on the candles will create what's called price action. So you're going to need multiple candles stacking up on the chart in order to tell you where the stock is going. So let's break down how these candles open and close and then react from each other. Here we are on the 10-minute chart. Our candle, we're going to use this candle as the first, and then we'll go into the rest of them. So our first candle here, we have the open of the candle, which is the bottom. This bottom is where price has started offering. So when you think about the stock market, you want to be in the perception of this is an auction, right? This is an auction and we're offering prices to these bidders. So in this scenario, the auction has started, right? And it's at, if you look at the bottom here, at 6 p.m., this is when the auction is started in this scenario. We have the open of the candle, which has started at 6 p.m. Now, price is offered from that time for 10 minutes of time. And you can see the body of the candle has went from $4,215, which is over here on the right-hand side of the chart. It went from 41 or 42.15 all the way up to 42.21. So the price of that candle in that representation of time has increased. And this is why the candle is green, for one. It opens at the bottom, closes at the top. And we have our body of the candle that shows that price was offered in that succession. We also have our wicks that we talked about earlier, which is the tail of the candle. The tail of the candle shows that if the candle opened at this price and it's moving downwards, it has traveled this far and then has went back up to the median and continued to create the body to go higher. So in this scenario, if we were to go from the median downwards, the candle would then flip red, right? So we'll move it over to the 1 minute so it can actually show. But in this scenario, we have the candle that is turning red at the moment because it is going down. And if price was to go back up, it'll be a neutral color. And then if it went from that median to go higher, it would be a green color. As we said, candles represent the time frame that you're on. So moving back from this 10-minute chart, we have the first candle that is closed. The second candle opens where the previous one closes. And the same manner happens again, where we'll have a price that starts. And as long as that price is offered higher, candle will be green. And if it's offered lower, it'll be red. So using this third area here, you'll see the next price was offered and your tail or wick area reached higher, but then started to push the candle lower. And since price closed lower than the previous from where it was offered, the candle is red. Using these colors, right? The green, the red, the bullish, the bearish, using these colors will allow you to understand how your price is offered, right? And where we're going within the next time frame or so. So looking at the offering of these prices, as the price is offered lower, you'll start to realize particular areas that will be offered multiple times. And then if those candles cannot close in those areas, you will see large movements of price from those areas. So for example, here are these 3 wicks in this box. These 3 wicks show that if we look at the price, there's 4,225 and 4,223. Within this box, that's $2 worth of movement. And all of these candles have tested these levels and could not stay in this area. So if this is an auction, for example, and the guy is offering prices and he's going from 4,223, 4,224, 4,225, and no one is offering those bids, right? No one wants to put in an offer for them. He's going to have to go lower in price to find where someone wants to pick up, right? So he'll start offering lower prices if those higher prices aren't getting filled. And you'll notice that the next candles for these are 10-minute increments, they start to decline in price because that auction is now offering lower prices. So if you offered higher prices and no one wants to buy them, and as you continue to offer lower, your auction that you have right now, that asset that you're selling is decreasing in demand, which means it's a lot harder for people around in that auction wanting to buy at a price that they believe is a little too high. So price will slowly get to a level where it believes that price is offered at a discount, and then people will begin to put in those bids, and that bidder can start offering higher prices. So that's how traders will be using candlesticks in order to monitor where price is going. And in this stock market strategy that we'll be getting into soon, you'll be able to realize the candlestick movement at our support and resistance. You'll be able to see those discounted offers and those high offers that you'll want to avoid by using candlestick price action.